Destroy to rebuild. This is like a necessary step when it comes to reinvention or becoming somebody new. Now, usually this process goes smoothly because the person that is doing the destroying is doing this destroying on purpose. But now you chosen one. This state of the dark night is your family destroying your own life for you guys. Is your ancestors saying, nope, this is not one for you. Basically, they nuke your whole life in order for you to build like a new one. Picture this as if it was Hiroshima. It's like nuking your whole life. You know what I mean? Now let's start fresh. You know what I mean? The hardest part about this theme I chosen is that you feel all alone, and the loneliness that you feel is more than usual. Basically, all your emotions, all your feeling is heightened. You feel everything more than you used to. You know what I mean? Let me tell you now, I'd be lying to you if I tell you that I didn't have an urge to seek for help from other people. Actually, I did. The first time it happened, I did, but it was the worst thing that I could do. You know what I mean? My chosen one, the worst thing you can do in the dark night is ask for humanly help. You know what I mean? Chosen ones shouldn't ask for help, but should ask the guides for self. They're beautiful, man. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Lula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Like this video and subscribe for more videos like this, guys. Guys, it's a new week. I had a wonderful weekend, actually. It's like I fasted for the whole 3 days. I feel so light. I feel so wonderful. And most importantly, I feel so energetic. You know? My chosen one, fasting is really a good way in order for you to reboot your system. I try to do this ritual once a month, guys, in order for me to give me a fresh start. It's like I've accepted 21st to be my first of the first. Every 21st is my first day. You know what I mean? Because my awakening happened on the 21st, and I realized some important things about me on the 21st. I started this channel on the 21st. 21st is my first. Anyway, guys, all right, let's get into the topic today. The topic today, guys, is that reasons the chosen ones should not ask for help from other people while they're living in this state of the dark night. There's a really important reason behind this, my chosen. I know at this time the urge is so much there in order for you to associate yourself with other people. I mean, basically, you just want to get out of this state. I mean, why this feeling? Why do I feel this way? Let me do anything in order for me to not feel this way anymore. You know what I mean? After all, my chosen, the dark night is not for the faint-hearted. Let me tell you. It takes a real strength to pass this time all by yourself. This is why this experience is an experience that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. It's one of bittersweet. As an experience which I will cherish. You know what I mean? Because it had made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, guys. This is your test which you must pass in order for you to become on your own. Now this means to become your own, my chosen, is self-sufficiency. Not to say that you don't need anything outside of yourself, but I mean, not to say you don't want anything outside of yourself. It's to say you don't need anything outside of yourself. It's the difference. You know what I mean? Now, during this dark night, this lonely phase will be the loneliest. Like, you're gonna feel the loneliest that you ever felt while you're living in this state. You know what I'm saying? Now, part of the reason why you feel so lonely is because now your spiritual guides have withdrawn the support that they gave you or they've been giving you, which they will continue to give you, but they have withdrawn it for the time being. That is why many of you feel scared, afraid, and your world is crashing and you don't know what to do. You don't know where to run to. Now, you're going to start calling people just to hang out. This has been my experience. Anyone will do, guys. But let me tell you now, that is the worst thing you can do. Now, the reason why that is because that, my chosen, now you're feeling so lonely in this state at this time, so that you never have to feel lonely ever in your life or ever again, guys. This is why you feel this way. You're feeling lonely because the spirit guides want you to be your best friend, want you to really be your own company. After all, you're gonna be living within yourself for the rest of your life. It's important not to need anybody outside yourself. So at this stage, guys, because you're feeling so lonely, you're gonna want to mingle with other people more than you did before. And that is the worst thing you can do, because at this time you don't need distraction. At this time, your main focus should be how to be friends with yourself, how to be comfortable with yourself. This is why this dark night has started you, and this is why the spirit guides want you to win this, in order for you not to feel lonely again. Now, if you go distracting yourself, if you go looking for friendship in this day, it's like you're gonna delay the process or you're gonna abort the mission. So this is what seems to happen. This is why certain people, oh, these birds, they're so loud today. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is why you see certain people are lost in this dark night, right? For years and years and years. It's like they can't find their way out of this state. Some of them, they even go crazy and there's no return. Because these people are aborting the process, the mission that needs to, this process, guys, must happen naturally and gradually. You know what I mean? Because in order, the person you're gonna be, guys, requires for you to be friends with yourself, requires for you to spend your time alone. You know what I mean? So this is why you're feeling this loneliness, in order for you not to feel this lonely state ever again in your life. But then if you go seeking for help, then this will delay, and this will abort the mission. That is why you shouldn't seek for human help at this time, but only should seek for self. Most important life skills, my chosen, is this thing of depending on yourself, depending on your capability, having confidence that comes from within. This quality is so admirable, and this quality is not a quality which you find upon many men. It's only a few men that are blessed with this quality, guys. Depending on yourself, knowing that nobody's here to save you. In fact, you are God in the flesh, and you've been sent here in order for you to really be self-sufficient in so many ways. You know what I mean? This is another reason why you should not seek for human help, but seek for self. Ask for self, guys. Ask God for all that you can be, which is self. Now, let me tell you a story about Marcus Garvey. Now, Marcus Garvey's father was like a man that worked in a graveyard, You know, one day he took the boy to dig the grave. You know what I'm saying? Now he told the little boy to go down the grave and start digging. Now when the boy went down in this hole, the father removed the ladder. Actually, that is one of the signs that he was a wonderful father. No wonder why Marcus Garvey picked him, spiritually speaking. Because we are my chosen, you know, we pick our own families because we are in need of the qualities while we come to this world. One of Marcus Garvey's father's quality was that he was a serious man, and also he liked to be alone most of the time. Could this be why Marcus Garvey picked his father? I think it could be. Amongst the things. You know what I'm saying? Now, this boy, he was down in this hole asking his father to put back the ladder, but the father, no. The father is pretending like as if he doesn't even hear. You know what I mean? Now, Marcus Garvey told this story as he said that was one of the most pivotal moments in his life because he had made him to depend on himself. And, you know, and this is the lesson that he's carried most of his life. And you, my chosen one, now this is what your family wants from you. This is why they put you through this pain. This is why they put you through this suffering, guys. So that you should not ask, or you should not be a person that depends on others, situations, circumstances, you know, most importantly, others. So they want you to be self-sufficient. And this is another reason why you should not ask for human help, my chosen. Your help only comes from the gods. You are a spiritual being, and you are capable. Actually, let me say you are more than capable, my chosen, but you got to awaken this ego energy that is within you in order for you to become your own. You know, the spirit guides want you to be independent, guys. You know what I mean? That is like an important quality to have in order for you to be a leader. Most important to lead yourself to the promised land. You know what I'm saying, guys? But my chosen, you got to depend on yourself in this dark night. I know the urge is there. I know, especially guys, at this time, some of you might be seeking for medical help. Man, let me tell you now, this is the worst thing that you could do. And let me put a disclaimer out there. I don't want you to take this video as like, oh, I said don't go to the... Man, guys, the most important thing you can do is to work on your own issues internally with yourself. And most importantly, depend on yourself in this state. Believe in yourself. Trust the process that this storm will end. And soon you shall be your own. Now, this state of dark night, it's a state which will be destroyed in order for you to build a new, you know, a new person. You know what I mean? Now it's you that must take yourself out of this state, which is that you're gonna get to learn a lot about yourself, basically understand who you are. This is where most of your downloads about yourself, knowledge of selves, will begin to appear to you, and you begin to understand who you really are. This is why I said the dark night is a moment that I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. It's a bittersweet experience, but it's an experience which I shall never forget. Because there were some important things that I realized about myself that I did not know, but I learned about myself while I was living in this state, guys. Now, if you go seeking for help, if you go interrupting this process, you're going to delay the process of knowing yourself real well. Now, knowing yourself real well means you got to put yourself through many things in order for you to see how you react. And you know what I mean? Now, guys, if you pass this this state, you know what I mean? This is like your biggest war. If you win this war, you have one life. Let me tell you, this is why you should not ask for help, because you're going to get to know yourself. Another part of about knowing yourself is that, or about this state of winning, is that you're going to begin to respect yourself, guys. And this is where your confidence will come from. When you respect yourself, guys, it's like your confidence will be coming out of your pores. And that's why you got to win this. If you win this, you're going to win anything. But if you go asking for your help, guys, no, you didn't win this. My chosen, the urge will be there. You're going to be tempted to hang out with anybody. Anybody will do. Anyone want to hang with me? You know what I'm saying? But this is your war. You know what I mean? This is the war which you must win just by yourself for the time being. Until you can win this and begin a new journey, my chosen. You know what I'm saying? So, the chosen ones never ask for help from other humans in the dark night, but they ask the gods for self. Yeah.